Hey y'all, welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review. Today, we're trying the Pompatus of Love from Straight to Ale Brewing out of Huntsville, Alabama. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer we are drinking and reviewing. Appreciate you guys checking out this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell. I've got Jay. I've got Andy in the attic. I am Ben. What are we going to be drinking today, gentlemen?
We are going to Straight to Ale out of Huntsville, Alabama, and we are going to have some of the Pompatus of Love, which is a nice imperial sour ale with pomegranate, raspberry, blackberry, and vanilla. I can't wait to share it. Let's get drinking.
Jay, you got this one just for me, didn't you?
I did.
Crack-a-lackin'. You know.
Ooh. I know how much you love them, those sours. And you know, this time of year, Ben, I'm all about it too. I love a good sour.
I am excited.
You know, that's interesting. I was not expecting that color. You know, I saw pomegranate, raspberry, blackberry. I was expecting something a little more red.
Red or dark, but put that to your nose, my friend.
It smells fantastic.
Yeah, look at that.
Speaking of the color, I'm sure we have the SRMs on this one, right?
No.
What?
Yeah.
I thought
Straight to Ale usually does, but they did not have this one on their site at all.
So this is a newer beer that they started doing, I think, last year, and it's kind of one of their seasonals. But I continue to see it off and on in the stores, along with some of their others that they keep saying that they're going to retire or move out. And, you know, we've had the Velvet Evil before. I keep seeing that one. The Black Sheep. So there's a few out there, but this one should be exciting. So cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates. Wow, there's a lot to unfold there.
Yeah. You put all those berries together with some vanilla.
Very tart. Very tart. That's definitely one of the more tart beers that I can remember having.
Yeah, second sip, I got a good tart out of that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that the pomegranate is going to be a primary ingredient, since that's the one that takes precedent on the label.
Yeah, and it would probably drive it to be more of not the darker red colors.
And they're not very sweet from the pomegranate I've had. So definitely promote more of that sour. That's
it's not sour, it's tart. it's pucker up.
Well, this is 8%, like you said, an imperial, 8 IBU. And it's a sour. I mean, it does not give, it's not even on their site, so I can't track down any information from Straight to Ale.
Yeah,
but
so
I did look up Pompatus, because everybody's heard what Pompatus is. You know, you just sang that dang song, The Joker.
You're a Joker.
From Steve Miller Band. And you just grew up thinking he just made up this Pompatus. I looked it up. It's an actual word, you know. I mean, it means pompous, you know, a spectacle, ostentatious type of that. So yeah, in the level of tartness, maybe that's why they got that.
Yeah.
Interesting can art too. I've always tried to dissect it, but never quite understood. I mean, I assume it's a fruit with the eyeball in the center art, and I'm not sure what the maybe those are just pieces of the fruit that are the quarters.
That when you cut open a pomegranate, that's what it looks like. It's in these fourths essentially. Yeah, and all those little black dots are the seeds, and that's what you eat. you know, when you take a pomegranate at home and you open it up, it's kind of a pain in the butt to take it apart and eat it. So you got to appreciate all those pomegranate juices and everything for what they are, because it's very labor intensive.
So Andy, what is the name of your pomegranate YouTube show that you have? Because that's a side one, right?
I like your jokes.
They're not that good. So
Well, we want to get to rating this. I know I've had it several times, but
yeah, it's my first time. Andy, have you had it before?
Yeah, my first.
All right. Why don't you go first then?
I do appreciate this one. This is it's got a really good flavor, and it's hard to pick out. You can pick out blackberry, you can pick out vanilla and raspberry. I haven't had enough pomegranate to remember exactly what that tastes like, but it is not a sweeter tasting kind of fruit to me, from what I do recall. So that would also explain why it's so, the tartness of this sour, but it's good. I like it. I'll give it a 7.5. I'll definitely have some more.
Yeah, I think going next, I think the tartness initially, to me, I mean, it smacked me in the face. And, you know, I've kind of described other sours that we've had before as not having that quality, you know, that usually when I drink a sour, I kind of want that, you know, that I want the beer to punch me and let me know it's a sour. And this one definitely does it. I think the tart is extremely heavy, which in the first couple of sips, it backs off after you've had it. As you know, you kind of get used to it, which is when you get to really try to figure out the complexity of the beer. And I think that's where it really shines. Having the third, fourth, fifth sip now is, to me, it's a lot better than the first one, because now I know the tart's there, but I'm able to try to taste the other things in the beer. And yeah, I mean, it gives you a lot of different flavors, and it's really good. It's really refreshing. I'm going to go an 8. I think this is a fun one, and definitely one I'm glad we got to try.
good. I'm glad I got to share it with you.
Ben likes the pain with the pleasure, it sounds like.
Yeah,
Of course.
Punch me.
Little S&M, right?
Yeah, as long as it's not bitter. As long as it's not bitter pain or pickle pain.
Pickle pain. No, I mean, I've enjoyed this, and I've had it several times over the last year plus, as long as they've been making it. I will say to both of y'all, it's probably even much better on draft. If you can get it that way, fresh, cold, it's really good. But I'm glad we got to share it. I you know, my rating of it's an 8 as well. It's a solid offering.
Yeah, I think one other thing I failed to mention that I wanted to was, you know, even though this is an imperial at that 8%, I don't get any booze flavor off of it. You know, it's either just not there, or it's hidden really well in that tartness, because you know, I can't pick out that this would be an 8 for me. You know, I think that tartness, again, maybe it covers it a little bit more so than another beer would that didn't have it, but it's a lot lighter than 8%. You know, than I was expecting, for sure.
Absolutely. They did a good job with it.
That will give us a 7.8 for the Pompatus of Love from Straight to L Brewing out of Huntsville, Alabama. Definitely a fun beer. Thanks again, Jay, for grabbing it for us. Definitely one I would try again. I think all of us would be happy to have this one again, and hopefully they continue to produce it, and hopefully they put more information out on the website about it. You know, I think a lot of times we run into that with the craft beers that, you know, we go out and try to do some research prior to having the beer just to see what's expected. And, you know, so many times we find little to no information. So you guys just have to hear it from the source, which is us. And, we do the best job we can. But anyway, be sure to like, subscribe,
The
and cheers
source.
that notification bell. Yeah, the source. The source that is this channel. Be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell, and check us out on social media. We'll do this again soon. So hope you guys will check us out again. And with that, Jay, Andy in the attic, I'm Ben. I'm going to shut up now. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mates. Soon.